Hello, guys, and a very good morning. The first thing is thank you very much for reaching here. Despite all the hurdles, rain, and everything, you still reached here. This thing shows your determination. A man can be judged by smaller actions, and this was not a small action. It was something awesome. So, inshallah, मेरी दुआ है आप सब लोगों के लिए कि अल्लाह ताला ऐसे ही आपको मुस्तकिल मिजाजी के साथ आपके डेस्टिनेशन कंट्री में पहुंचाए आमीन ओके और जो नहीं आए वो भी घर से जो क्लास ले रहे हैं दैट्स गुड yeah we've got 3 participants who are attending the class from their home so don't worry अच्छा जी today we are going to solve one reading test and this is general training reading. Now, I tell you, it's been ages since I solved general training reading test in my class. I tell you a reason. Reason number one, if you do not understand academic reading and you have the facial expressions like it's so difficult, general training reading will provide you some good understanding of IELTS reading. I mean, general training reading is step 1 and academic reading is step 2. And they are all interrelated, one thing. Second, after inshallah 4-5 years once you reach your destination country then you're going to apply for PR, permanent residence. So for permanent residence you will have to take IELTS test again and second time you will take general training IELTS. So at least you should have some idea about GT IELTS as well. Okay, now let me tell you a few things which are common in academic and in general training reading. First of all, we have 3 sections, 40 questions in academic reading and the same in general training reading. Okay, and the type of questions we have in academic reading, absolutely same type of questions we have in general training reading. Questions like true, false, not given, sentence completion and all that, we've got everything same here. What is the difference? The difference is only the nature of passages. अभी तो मैंने पढ़ाना शुरू भी नहीं किया आपने पहले ही मुंह बना लिया okay so the only difference is the nature of passages. In academic reading, in each section we have one long passage which is based on science, technology, research and all that, whereas in general training reading we have 2 short passages in each section. Okay, and these 2 short passages are on social needs, like how to join a club, a brochure, or anything like that, right? So this is the difference. Otherwise, both readings are same. Yes, general training reading is itni si asan, itni si, not very much. Because one more thing, section 3 of academic as well as of general training, they are same. So when it reaches section 3, there is no difference at all. Section 3 is same for academic as well as for general training reading. Clear? Okay. Now, one more thing, marking criteria. Marking criteria is different in academic reading as well as in general training reading. If you get 30 correct answers in academic reading, you get 7 band. Academic reading, 30 correct answers, 7 band. In general training reading, 30 correct answers, 6 band. Okay, Allahu Akbar. Yes, this is the difference, right? So it's just because of the level of difficulty. That's why they have this band score. One is like 30 correct answers, 7 band. In general training reading, 23 correct answers, academic reading, 23 correct answers will give you 6 band. And academic reading will give you 5, general training reading will give you 5 band there. Okay, so this is the difference. Otherwise, it's all the same. Now, let's take a start, please. You have the handout. And we have already shared this handout in class WhatsApp group as well. So those who are joining online, they can get the handout from there. Okay, let's take a start. How to choose your builder. Builder means a person who builds something. And usually we use it for a person who makes the house. Contractor, we also call him contractor or builder or anyone like that. How to choose your builder. This is the title. Okay, and one more thing, if you guys are confused about true, false, not given, yes, no, not given, multiple choice, blah, 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 this is a very good opportunity, because this is going to be from the basic level. You should understand, and then the theories or the back end mechanism is same. Okay, so just focus now. We are going to have this true, false, not given. Just focus how to do it. After reading the title of the passage, immediately we go towards the questions and we see what are the questions and what is the question type. So let's see. True, false, not given. That is the question type. And we have question number 1. After selecting a builder. Now please encircle the word after. And I tell you what happens. They have written here after. Now, if it is after in the passage, answer will be true. If it is before in the passage, answer will be false. Not wrong, false. And if they don't tell us anything about before or after, then the answer will be not given. So this one word after is going to decide everything. Now, please, let's read question number 1. After selecting a builder, you should decide on the design of your new house. Now, listen. If you should decide on the design of new house after selecting a builder, it's true. If you should decide on the design of your house before selecting a builder, it is false. And if they don't tell us before or after, then it is not given. Now please come back, and the good thing is questions and the passage, they are in order. Questions and passage, they are in order. So we go to the first paragraph to find this answer. Please come to first paragraph, second line. Can you see that? Before you look for a builder, it is important to develop a comprehensive budget and have clear plans. Now they say before you look for a builder, it is important to develop and have a clear plans. Clear plan means design of your new house. So in the passage, they say before. In the question, they say after. What is the answer? False. Well done. Clear? Now try to understand. In true, false, not given, whenever you find the word before or after, this is what you have to check. Okay? Yeah. Now we go on. We've got question number 2. In Australia. Now, see that's the clue thing. In Australia, you can make sure that a builder has the appropriate license. Look here. In Australia, you can make sure. You can make sure means you can check that the builder has appropriate license or not. I mean, for example, your IELTS test, you cannot verify it. Only the university can verify. You don't know whether the certificate you have, is it fake or real? I mean, for example, if somebody gives you that, so you cannot check that. But now they say in Australia, you can make sure. Make sure means you can check that a builder has appropriate license. Means the builder has license and you can check. Maybe you can see, okay, what is your license number? You give it online and you check, yes, his license is appropriate. Now, the clue word is license. Okay, let's go back, please, everyone. Can you find the word license? In the second last line. Now, wherever you find the word, have you done that? Wherever you find the word, you need to start reading that sentence from the last full stop. Now, the last full stop comes there, in Australia. Clear? Now, please follow me. I'm reading it from here. In Australia, this means checking that the builder holds a residential building license. Okay? Most states have their own building authority who you can contact to check the builder's license. Who you can contact. There are authorities who you can contact to check builder's license. So what is the answer? They say in Australia, you can make sure that a builder has the appropriate license. Answer is true, absolutely. Okay, you can check builder's license. There is the authority, you can contact them and all that. So for question number 2, the answer is true. Now we move on to question number 3. Question number 3. The best builders usually belong to Housing Industry Association. Now, Housing Industry Association, HIA. You can see HIA is capital. Okay, so now what you have to check, I mean, unless you are not clear about the question, don't go to the passage. You will just be confused. Now, what is it that, I mean, from the question, you should see what is it that I have to check. So what do you need to check? Builders usually belong to, best builders belong to HIA. So if best builders belong to HIA, it is true. If best builders belong to another authority, not HIA, then it is false. And if they don't tell us the best builders belong to HIA or any other authority, then it is not given. Now please look for HIA. Found it? Second paragraph. Yeah? So I'm reading it from there. You can also check if the builder is a member. Now I'm on second paragraph. You can also check that if the builder is a member of an industry association such as the Housing Industry Association, HIA, and whether they have won any industry awards. For example, the HIA runs a state and national awards program. Now, have they mentioned anything that the best builders belong to HIA? No. So what is the question? Question is, the best builders usually belong to HIA. Anything that best builders or worst builders belong to HIA, there isn't any mention of that. So what will be the answer? Not given. Okay? So this is what you guys have to check and recheck, and once you are clear about the question, then go to the passage. Otherwise, you will waste your time. I mean, by the time you are moving between the passage and the question, means you have confused state of mind. And there you will waste your time, there you will waste your energies, and at the end you will guess the answer and move on. Okay, question number 4. HIA gives an award to builders whose standards of customer service are very high. Award, same paragraph, please come back. Second last line, for instance, second paragraph, second last line. For instance, HIA runs a state and national awards program with a category that recognizes the level of customer service that a builder delivers. HIA gives award to builders whose standards of customer service are very high. For that, they use the word level of customer service that a builder delivers. So the answer is true, absolutely. Okay, now we move on. Question number 5, please. Builders who work on smaller projects are more likely to have display homes. Now, please underline smaller projects and underline display homes. Now, look here. Builders who work on smaller projects like do marle ke ghar, chote ghar, small houses and all that. Smaller projects, they are more likely to have display home. Now, what is a display home? If you go to buy any house, there is a housing society, they have a display home. They show you one sample home and all that. Now, the point is, smaller projects, they have a display home. Now, if smaller projects have display home, it's true. If bigger projects, they only have display homes, then it is false. And if they don't tell us whether smaller projects have a display home or the bigger ones, then it is not given. Now, please come back. Display home is your clue word. Found it? It's the third paragraph. Third paragraph, display homes. I'm reading it from second line on last word. Display homes are usually offered by major project builders. Major means bigger. Yeah, so not smaller. Major means bigger. What will be the answer? False. Well done. Very good. Okay, now you understand what to see, what to check, where to go and all that. Once you find this reason, reading will not be difficult. And once you do blind reading means tukka and all that, then you will never understand it, okay? Good. Okay, let's go on. Question number 6. It is advisable to have a contract which is in accordance with the Domestic Building Contracts Act. Now, DBCA. Domestic building. Now, what is it? They say it is advisable to have a contract which is in accordance with. Means your contract should match with this Domestic Building Contract Act. Okay? Now, please come to this Domestic Building Contract Act. That's your clue word. Found it? Last paragraph. Last paragraph, second line. Please follow me. Last paragraph and second line. Ask your builder to use a standard building contract that has been designed to comply with. Listen, to comply with means in accordance with. Comply with and in accordance with, these are synonyms here. To comply with the Domestic Building Contracts Act. So they say ask your builder. Ask your builder means it is advisable. Okay, so question is, it is advisable to have a contract which is in accordance with Domestic Building Contract Act. What will be the answer? True, absolutely, that's right. Well done. Last question. Question number 7. Please come to the questions. Question number 7. A contract is legally binding from the time it has been signed. So contract is legally binding from the time it has been signed. I mean, as you sign the contract, you are legally binded for something. Let's go back. Contract is our clue word. Can you see the last sentence? You have 5 business days within which you may withdraw from the contract after signing it. Even after signing it, within 5 days, you can cancel the contract. Now, signing doesn't mean patthar pe lakir, line on the stone, okay? So what is it? A contract is legally binding from the time it has been signed. No, from the time 5 working days after you have signed it. So what will be the answer? False. Very good. See that? If you go logically and you understand, then you see all the reasons. Now, method is same, mechanism is same. Whether you do true, false, not given in academic IELTS or in general training IELTS, it's going to be the same thing, right? Thank you.